devotees are there in town, or we know like status of our people?
Yes, most of them are
Here only, no? At least we can expect.
made it live.
Banner. I heard you have not seen that banner. Hare Krishna. Followers of Renaissance tradition, original knowledge, free from 3 months of knowledge. And who can understand liberated souls? Who can focus? And then so, what is the connection between this portion and this portion?
How do we understand?
Is there any connection between this portion and this portion? Why does Prabhupada, after all this, why he starts with 3 kinds of evidences?
It's like how we understand the Lord. That's the truth. There are different ways of understanding, like based on evidences. So here basically he's saying what is Vedas. Vedas is to understand original knowledge, to understand about the absolute truth.
So in this Shabda is the Vedas. Right? So there is no why only Vedas. So then we can say, okay, there are 3 kinds of gaining knowledge. So, but hearing from Vedic source. So like that is good, this one. And then in the Vedas, what is the primary subject that is means central subject? So to understand Krishna. So like and this is understood by there are 2 classes of people who study Vedas. Universalist and personalist. Both of them actually they accept Krishna as a single. So this is the central teaching of the Vedas. So this is why only Vedas. This is like what is central teaching of Vedas accepted by all Vedantas, both personalist and non-personalist. And this is like these 3 kinds of evidences are there. So from there we can actually go. So this is deductive and these 2 are inductive. So in that way, like, this is support of this thing that is there. And emotion. So now we see that this Shabda, this deductive, and this thing. So Shabda, deductive, and approaching a spiritual master. All of them are connected. And then the aim of finding out Krishna. So studying Vedic literature is very difficult, which is done from his devotees. So this aim is to find out Krishna, and that one, and this one also has some connection. Like Krishna highest authority. Because like this is a central subject, it is accepted by all the paramparas, and then it is what is it? No, the central aim is to find Krishna.
And connect.
Just and this process is there. No? So just by studying Vedic literature is very difficult. It's no one can understand from his devotees. Same way, like Vedas are the way to understand knowledge, but we cannot just read Vedas. So the process is Shruti, not to hear from this one. It has to be deductive, and it has to be like we have to hear from this one, and thus one must approach a spiritual master, and no, we cannot directly try to access. It is not possible. Directly try to read and things like that. So we need to approach a devotee and learn from him. So that will so the whole this is introduction, no?
Yes.
Mataji has made a nice flowchart of introduction. Nice, Mataji. Very nice. You know mind maps? Okay. So there is like see I have this is a voice mapping is a free this one. Free mind map this one. Okay, there is no internet is there still right. So like this, we try to do this kind of things, and we are trying to work out for some software and things like that. So from here, admin should have all these things, and so like this, we can have any amount of these kind of tools. We can use it for making that this in flowchart and all. It will be easy for us to. Okay. So we were all waiting for you all only. That's okay. We'll take later. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshuram Militam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Smapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Guru Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagara Raghunatham Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sadhara Lalita Shri Vishakamitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Dashaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nidhi Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Vacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripasindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurakrishne Namah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So here we see mantra 5. mantra 4 and 5, I had not prepared the PPT. So, like, we will just recite and go through the book itself. Tad ejati tannajati
तदेजति तन्नयजति
तद्दूरे तद्वन्तिके
तद्दूरे तद्वन्तिके
तदन्तरस्य सर्वस्य
तदनन्तरस्य सर्वस्य
तदु सर्वस्यास्य बाह्यत.
तदु सर्वस्य
So the Supreme Lord walks and does not walk. He is far away, but he is very near as well. He is within everything and yet he is outside of everything. Okay, so these are all inconceivability of the Lord. So just to recollect from the first mantra onwards, what did the invocation talk about? मतलब ये तो बुक में ही है. हाँ.
Like whatever is emanating from him also it is Purna. Though he is giving away all the Purna, still he is also Purna.
Ishavashyam. No, means everything is property of the like no. This one we Om Purnamada. So Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purna Purnashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. So like everything, this like that Supreme Personality of Godhead is complete, and this material world is complete, and then so many complete units actually emanate from him. Even if you remove the complete, from the complete, still what remains is the complete. So that is the, this one that we saw. So this is like the Lord is an inexhaustible personality. So we don't have an experience of that. Like we have a certain amount of energy, or we have certain amount of things. If we spend, so then it is finished. So that's how we have an understanding. So that is why in Krishna consciousness, it is encouraged. We should not have the whole Vedic system itself. You see, so it is all about giving in terms of like a householder. He will give for the birds and the animals who are there. They have to be fed, and like there's so much of giving that is there. And the Vedic system is that if I do that, I'll get more punya, and then I'll get more and more riches and things like that. So there is no concept of shortage. Like I'm living in a finite planet, and then there is only finite resources. And then if another person, if he gets, then I will not get. So this kind of like shortage mentality is not there in the Vedic system, because they understand everything is supplied by the Supreme Lord, and he has unlimited capacity to supply. So and if I get his favor, so then I'll get unlimited supply. So because of which the whole thing was centered around how to please the Supreme Lord. A materialist want to please the Supreme Lord to get more riches, and a person who wants liberation, he wants to please the Lord to get liberation. And somebody who wants to go back to Godhead, he wants to please the Lord to get. So everybody wants to get different things, but only one thing, that they have to please the Lord. So this shortage mentality was not there in the Vedic system. So like in the modern day, like we see that petrol is getting over, ozone layer is getting depleted, air is going off, the purity of air is going off. All the natural resources are shortage. Everywhere there is, whole thing is about shortage. That means we can understand there is a lot of sinful activities have been happened. So that is why this whole concept of shortage itself is actually comes. So otherwise, in the Lord's in Krishna consciousness, if we bring Krishna consciousness in place, if everybody practices Krishna consciousness, then there will be abundance. You see in Vrindavan, like during festivals, what they were doing, they were throwing rice, ghee, and milk, ghee, and like things like that, on each other. So now we cannot even think of even to put in khichdi like proper amount of ghee. We think, can we put so much or not? In house we will put, but then in mass cooking, so then it becomes very difficult. So then we say, okay, fine, like naam ke liye thoda sa dal denge. So, but there people are throwing and playing, So this abundance is because Krishna is in their center. So more and more people actually practice Krishna consciousness. more and more there will be abundance. So we will not be threatened by job loss and things like that. So we will say like, no, we will not work for any boss. No, we will just simply serve Krishna and we will have abundance of things. So that is the concept. So, and then next we saw that Ishavashyam Idam Sarvam. So that everything is controlled and owned by the Lord. And so all of us have been given a particular quota based on our past karma. And we should just utilize our quota and we should not encroach upon another's quota. So if we follow this principle, even if we live for, what is the second shloka? Even if we live for thousands of years, we will not be affected by karma bandhana. So because we are following the natural laws. So and what else? It is necessary for not being affected by karma bandhana. So which even Arjuna asks, like, tells that if I fight this battle, I'll be bound in karma bandhana. And Krishna answers that in second chapter that what if he does, he will not be affected by karma bandhana.
Not attached to the result and doing it for the result.
Yeah, so not attached to the results. Nishkama means there is no karma bandhana. You will make spiritual progress. But if it is sakama, so then karma bandhana and there is no spiritual progress. There is no progress in Krishna consciousness. So there is no progress in jnana vairagya basically, right? So and then third mantra, what it talks about?
If you not do what will happen.
If you are not actually doing self-realization, not interested in self-realization.
No, not like that. Not what?
Ishavasya.
Not Ishavasya. It is in reference to first shloka. If you do the first shloka, what will happen is second shloka it talks about. If you don't do the first shloka, what happens is the third shloka talks about. So third mantra, what it says?
Like the kingdom of darkness, ignorance.
They go to hellish planets. Like
Yeah, hellish existence, both in animal species or in the hellish planets. So they go, and you see that this is where the shortage actually comes. He thinks that if I don't work, how will I get money? So then, the person is made to work more harder and harder and harder. So, but if somebody says no, I will only satisfy Krishna, so then he gets abundance. So then there is no huge many shades are there in between. So somebody who is doing only service to the Lord and somebody who is doing only material activities. So in between there are many shades. So of different percentage of one has to take care of dharmic varnashrama and then this one exclusive service to Krishna. So both of these things various percentages are there, and one has to reach to the 100% before going back to Godhead. Okay, so now and then the fourth mantra, what does it talk about?
Even demigod also cannot approach you.
So what is that? What is that?
He actually sitting at one place, but he is controlling everything.
Okay, so what is that?
Lord is incarnate.
So why is this being spoken about? What is the connection between first three mantras and this one?
So actually, Lord is controlling everything. That's what we have studied. How he is controlling? He is controlling by his energies.
Okay. But what is the theme of the shloka? It is already put in the Lord is inconceivable. You see that the Lord has he has everything that exists belongs to him and he functions in a particular way and things like that. So what is this particular Lord all about? Why is it that I have to do my dharma or I have to do according to my quota and things like that, whatever is there? It is basically like the dharma that I have to follow. So what is the purpose of following all the dharma?
It's in Vishnu.
You want to elevate to the spiritual path. You just follow so that you will be elevated to the higher.
What is the ultimate understanding of all scriptures? Tell the shloka. Tell the shloka.
Vedasya sarve rakam. Vedasya sarve rakam.
Vedasya sarve ahameva vedya. So he is to be he is the knowable. From if I am reading this book, what is to be known? So what is to be known is Krishna is to be known. So that is the whole purpose. So now in the Upanishads, it is very, very clear. Everybody, all students of Upanishads, they know that I want to understand that Supreme Absolute Truth or Brahman. So that is the whole purpose. Atata Brahma Jignasa. So that is the point with which they are starting their studies. So now for that, a preliminary thing is mentioned. Preliminary thing is, if you want to approach Brahman, if you are sinful, you will not be able to approach Brahman. You will not be able to understand only. So first and foremost is like, if I have to see something, no, first thing is like I have to cleanse my this one, what is that? Spectacles and keep. So if spectacles only has some dirt, so then there is no point in seeing only. So this first three shlokas is almost like, keep your spectacles clean. That means keep yourself free from sin. So do the dharmic activities. So then it comes about, okay, what is that Lord about? So what is that? You want to understand that Brahman, Atata Brahma Jignasa. So now what is that Brahman all about? So then it comes to the point, so the Lord is inconceivable. The Lord's nature, the Sambandha aspect is clarified a little bit, and then we will go to other subjects like eventually, right? So this is the inconceivable nature of the Lord. Lord, what is the kind of a personality He is? He is more faster than the mind, and even the powerful demigods cannot approach Him. And He sits in one place and He controls everything. So this is the introduction about the Lord. What is that Brahman that you are trying to understand? So this is that Brahman that we are trying to understand. Right? So now, okay. So text 5, mantra 5 also, it talks something in similar to that. The Supreme Lord walks and does not walk. And He is far away, but He is near as well. And He is within everything, and yet He is outside everything. Okay? So to this effect, there are nice shlokas in Bhagavad Gita also, and in we have in Brahma Samhita also. So many places these things are explained by the Lord. Okay, now we will see the purport.
Here is a description of some of the Supreme Lord's transcendental activities executed by His inconceivable potencies. The contradictions given here prove the inconceivable potencies of the Lord. He walks and He does not walk. Ordinarily, if someone can walk, it is illogical to say he cannot walk. But in reference to God, such a contradiction simply serves to indicate His inconceivable power. With our limited fund of knowledge, we cannot accommodate such contradictions. And therefore, we conceive of the Lord in terms of our limited powers of understanding. For example, the impersonalist philosophers of the Mayavada school accept only the Lord's impersonal activities and reject His personal feature. But the members of the Bhagavata school, adopting the perfect conception of the Lord, accept His inconceivable potencies and thus understand that He is both personal and impersonal. The Bhagavatas know that without inconceivable potencies, there can be no meaning to the word Supreme Lord.
This we discussed in detail last session. No? So difference between Mayavad and Vaishnava philosophy in terms of this inconceivability. What did we discuss? Philosophy in general has to deal with this inconceivability. So any philosophy means it should have an explanation of all the phenomena that is happening in the entire creation. So they should be able to explain through their philosophy. So now any philosophy you take, you cannot logically explain everything that is happening in the whole creation. That is not possible. There is an element of inconceivability, it is there. So some philosophers, they put this inconceivability as in the part of evil, some they put in part of many different places they try to position this inconceivability, and they all agree upon. So there is some portion. You cannot logically connect everything. There is something that is dynamic that is there. In the whole thing. So that all philosophers agree upon that particular thing. And the Mayavadis, where do they put the inconceivability? No. Where do they put the inconceivability?
Energy. It's not a person, it's energy.
No. Inconceivability means ये समझ नहीं सकते हैं ये चीज को.
The form is what they're not able to conceive. God has a form.
But they don't bother to conceive also. According to their philosophy, you should talk according to their philosophy. According to their philosophy, Supreme Absolute Truth is Nirakar, Nirvishesha. It doesn't have any form, it doesn't have any qualities and things like that. They have made the Supreme Absolute Truth as constant. and they got that inconceivability into the material nature. So you are seeing this bead bag. Actually, it doesn't exist. No. So like this the inconceivability you are seeing, but it doesn't exist. So they have brought matter as inconceivable. So but whereas matter is conceivable, this is the only thing that we can conceive. This is the only thing I can see and I can relate with and things like that. And they are telling this to be inconceivable, and supreme absolute truth is conceivable. No, that is like one fixed entity. No, like what is it? In the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter, right? Or 7th chapter? Where Arjuna asks whether it is personal or impersonal. 12th chapter, no? So, like, what is that shloka which talks about the impersonal, this one, impersonalist understanding? Like, 12th chapter, huh? Second or third shloka, it talks about Achalam Dhruvam and Kutastam Achalam Dhruvam. Can somebody see? Description of what is this impersonal 12? No, 12, 2 or 3. No, it comes actually. Not 2. No, 1 is question. Second is, I think, the proper answer. Then third is like name. That is all like devotee shlokas. 8th aksharam anirdesham. Paripasate sarvatragam achintyam achalam dhruvam. So these are all like, you read the translation of that.
But those who fully worship the
Mike.
But those who fully worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of the senses, the all-pervading and inconceivable, unchanging, fixed and immovable, the impersonal conception of the absolute truth, by controlling the various senses and being equally disposed to everyone, such persons engaged in the welfare of all, at last achieved it.
So now they put that, so they understand that supreme absolute truth is also inconceivable at this point in time, but at some point in time it will become conceivable. After I become Brahman, I'll know what is Brahman. So, but our idea is we can never understand Krishna in full. That is not possible only. So Krishna is beyond our capacity to understand. So whatever little bit portion we can understand about him, so that is the benefit, or that is the this one. So generally I give an example of a traveler and a water body. A thirsty traveler, he can never consume the entire water body. So but if he gets like half liter, 1 liter of water, he'll be satisfied. So we can be satisfied with little bit understanding of Krishna, but we can never understand Krishna in full. That is not needed also for us. If we have little bit of water, we can quench our thirst. We have this room full of water, we'll die. So it is never possible to understand Krishna fully. So, and it is not necessary also. We only need a little bit, 1 drop of understanding of Krishna. That is sufficient for us to be satisfied completely. So this inconceivability, the Mayavadis, they put complete inconceivability, they put in the material nature. Okay. So next.
We should not take it for granted that because we cannot see God with our eyes, the Lord has no personal existence. Sri Isopanishad refuses this argument by declaring that God is far away but very near also. That the abode of the Lord is beyond the material sky, and we have no means to measure even this material sky. If the material sky extended so far, then what to speak of the spiritual sky, which is altogether beyond it. That the spiritual sky is situated far, far away from the material universe is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 15.6. But despite the Lord's being so far away, he can advance within less than a second. Descended before us with a speed swifter than that of a mind or wind. We can also run so swiftly
that no one can surpass him. This has already been described in the previous verse.
Yeah.
Yet when the personality of Godhead comes before us, we neglect him. Such foolish negligence is condemned by the Lord in the Bhagavad Gita 9.11, where he says that the foolish deride him, considering him a mortal being. He is not a mortal being, nor does he come before us with a body produced of material nature. There are many so-called scholars who contend that the Lord descends in a body made of matter, just like an ordinary living being. Not knowing his inconceivable power, such foolish men place the Lord on a equal level with the ordinary man.
Okay. So now we see this inconceivability is very, very important for us to understand. I think in the next paragraphs also, like Prabhupada will speak about it. So especially the deity worship. So we will discuss about that there. So if a devotee has to worship the Lord, and if he understands the Lord is so far away, that is also true. He is there in the residing in the spiritual planets, but at the same time, he is accessible. So that is also very important. So he's accessible and at the same time he's far. So if somebody offers prayers, just like Prahlad Maharaj, he was in danger, and Lord Nrsimhadev did not take much time. So immediately he can appear. So and he may not appear also sometimes. So he is basically in whatever way he is trying to reciprocate with us, we should accept it in a grateful way, right? So you should not demand that Lord is there, he can come in 1 second. Why he is not coming? So he should come. He should come. So another important thing that we need to understand is, so he is not necessary to come. He is completely independent. So rather the neophyte materialists, they will ask that why the Lord is not coming. And if Lord comes, the devotee asks, why did he come? So
Why did he come and he is also human?
Huh?
Why did he come and he is also human?
No, why did he come means why a devotee asks why did he come? Because he doesn't need to come, for such an insignificant soul like me, to attend to me. Why should he come? He is such a great person. I am so insignificant. So why should he come? So in this way, he feels himself to be completely unqualified. And sometimes the devotee also expresses the feeling of, yes, I want to meet the Lord. I want to have his audience and things like that. So in that way, both the feelings are there. So if it is in the right proportions and the right way, so then it is relishable by the Lord, and then it also provides spiritual nourishment. So now we see this inconceivability is very, very important to understand. So because this is the nature of the Lord, what is this person all about? So we need to understand the nature of the Lord, and that is when we'll be able to relate with him. Otherwise we will understand him in a wrong way, and we will not have the right kind of a relationship. So if somebody understands you wrongly all the time, you cannot have relationship with him. It is very difficult to have relationship with such person. So in the same way, if you want to relate with the Lord, it is not just we need to serve the Lord, we need to also have a proper understanding of what the Lord is and things like that. So one time I was hearing from my spiritual master, so I was mentioning that one devotee is praying to the Lord that Lord, I love you so much and I want to serve you and everything. So, but then there is this cows and few other things that are there with you, so I don't like them. So you just you just sideline them. Then after that I'll come and serve you. And the Lord will say no, when you like me and when you like all my people around, all the things around me, so then you can come to me. Till then you be there in the material world, no problem. I don't have any urgency. So and things like that. So loving the Lord means loving everything that is in connection with the Lord. So that is why the Tadiya Seva, so Tadiyanam Samarchanam. So what is that shloka? Aradhananam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param. So best of all the forms of worship is worship of Vishnu, and Tasmat Parataram Devi. So even more better than worship of Vishnu is Tadiyanam Samarchanam. So Why Tadyanam means like whatever is in connection with the Supreme Lord. So like any example you can think of, which Prabhupada gave? Better than worship of the Lord is worship of things which are in connection to Him. So like if you want to go and meet a rich person and get a favor from him,
It's through his assistant, they can very easily.
like his child or somebody who's very dear to him. So you just offer a little bit of chocolate or biscuit or something like that, and then if the child is happy, then the father is happy, and then so he will if you want to please him, he's a very big man. Like you cannot offer him a gift according to his status. So, but you can please a person who's like somebody who's dear to him, and then so through that you can actually get the things done. So in that way, like one becomes attached to the pastime places of Krishna. So the holy dhams. One becomes attached to the holy rivers where the Lord actually performed his pastimes. And then, so anything that is in connection with Krishna. Like when we go to the holy places, we see that some garden is there, like it is like any other garden. So, but then here Lord Chaitanya took rest during the Rath Yatra. So, like that garden becomes special. So, like that. So, anything that is in connection, with the Lord, so that becomes very special. So, but we should not become this. Can this be like understood in a wrong way also? Like anything that is in connection with Krishna, so we should be attached to it. And then this is like serving these things are like more than serving Krishna. Tadyanam, like what is that? Tasmat Parataram. So this is even Paratara. Even better than worshipping Krishna is worship of the Tadiya. So like, can this be applied in a wrong way? How?
The spiritual master is God himself.
Okay. Yeah. So.
lot of people serve human beings saying that he's also God.
So,
right.
whatever.
No, human being is Lord likes the human being, but he is not very dear. No, it is not counted amongst Tadiya. Tadiya means like spiritual master, the holy dham, the devotees, like all these things which are very dear to Krishna.
It's staying in Vrindavan, not leaving Vrindavan for preaching activity.
Okay. So if the soul is like, if the personality is very advanced, like Gaur Kushadas Babaji or somebody like that, so they just stayed in the dham and chanted the names of the Lord. That is also fine in one sense. The wrong thing is not having Krishna in the center. So like suddenly the Tadiya becomes the center. Though worshipping of Tadiya is higher than directly worshipping Krishna. No. Demigod worship is not.
Demigod worship allowed. Krishna is sent.
No. Demigod worship is far away. Demigod worship is not Tadiya. Tadiya means like directly that is in connection with Krishna. Like all the pure devotional things that we worship. Like the paraphernalia of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the holy dham of the Lord, Tulsi, anything that is in connection with the Supreme Lord is direct connection, not like far away connection. So the material things are far away connected. So like they are separated by a distance. They are called Binna Prakriti. So we are not talking about like those things which are connected to the Lord, with great distance. So we are talking about those things which are connected to the Lord at very close proximity. So which the Lord Himself personally like keeps it around Him, right?
That cannot happen, right? That is because it will use something, then it will remind us of Krishna, right?
It will remind us of Krishna, but then keeping that as center and Krishna as the side. So that is not the right this one to be done actually.
How
No,
there can be an example?
it is possible. It is possible. There are many cases that has happened in this way. That people even talk about like what is it? There is very subtle difference that is there. They talk. See, we worship. We worship spiritual master, keeping Krishna in the center. We worship Radharani, keeping Krishna in the center. We worship Vrindavan, keeping Krishna in the center. But there are like philosophy is like there, and then there is quite varied different understandings are there. So they keep Guru in the center and no Krishna as the next this one. So no, it's not like that. So Krishna is we are part and parcel of Krishna. No, we are meant to render service to Krishna. That is the central point of understanding. And then, so Krishna becomes more pleased when I serve his dear entities. No, so to please Krishna, I am pleasing them. No, it is not that like the other way around. No, so in that way, like we should. It is very very subtle. You will find that many like it. This is the root of starting of Sahaja. No, this one actually. So. So there are within the proper bracket also there is some without Sahaja within proper bracket also there are various variations, and then too much of variations it gets into Sahaja this one also.
So there are devotees who we come across newly coming into Bhakti. They say Vaishnava Seva is everything. They don't even chant. They say
So then it is a problem. Then is a problem. So like first and foremost is your service to Krishna, chanting the names of the Lord. That has to be done. Along with that, you have to do Vaishnava Seva, you have to do other things and things like that. That is good if they have the sufficient, direct worship of Krishna also.
Direct worship of Krishna is not there that much.
So then it is.
Have time, they don't do. They do Vaishnava Seva.
Then it is not proper.
No, but Prabhuji, isn't it right? Like they will develop some kind of attachment to the community.
See, this is not a sadhana practice. If you come into sadhana practice, there is a particular krama, particular way it has to be done. So if it is Agyata Sukruti, okay, like you will get to see by doing all this kind of inky pinky kind of this one services. So you will definitely get some Sukruti. After getting some Sukruti, you have to get admitted into a proper sadhana process. So sadhana process means Shravanam and Kirtanam is the basis of the sadhana process. So after doing Shravanam and Kirtanam, so if you can do Smaranam. And after doing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, if you can do like Pada Sevan. And Vaishnava Seva and all those things comes under Pada Sevanam category. So Ardasyam category and things like that. So you cannot sacrifice Shravanam, Kirtanam to do Pada Sevanam. So then it becomes like improper package. So the package is not proper. See, Vedic system works like this. So within Bhakti also, Shravanam Kirtanam is the core. So along with that, you can do other elements. And then if you have to do Varnashrama, so without sacrificing Bhakti, you have to do Jnana and Karma. Like that. So this core thing, it's always added upon. Like if you have to do something else, okay, without giving up this, you add another thing. If you want to do something else, okay, without giving up these two, you add another thing. Like that.
No, but Mathematics sentence like for the new people. So like you also you're coming only for the sadhana.
That's fine. So after you get into a sadhana process, so then you have to follow the things in a proper way. So you can get Sukruti, initial Sukruti by doing any devotional service anywhere. So after you get a sufficient amount of Sukruti, then you should get admitted into a sadhana process to get further elevation. Yeah. So like even after. No. Which one?
Coming into this level, if we speak like this, if we have the thought process that Vaishnava Seva is everything, then it is not proper.
Yeah, so like sadhakas, they should understand without sacrificing 16 rounds, I must perform all other angas of bhakti. So like the basic principle of the basic krama of sadhana, what is there, that must be followed. And then we also see that like if somebody is very much attached to this one, okay, chalo karte raho, like jab acha sukruti ban jayega, to then you can enter into sadhana process and things like that. Okay. So Lord's inconceivability, that's what we were discussing about, and it is very very essential to understand the Lord's inconceivability, in order to have a proper worship of the Supreme Lord. Okay, so now next paragraph.
Because he is full of inconceivable potencies, God can accept our service through any sort of medium, and he can convert his different potencies according to his own will. Non-believers argue either that the Lord cannot incarnate himself at all, or that he descends in a form of material energy. These arguments are nullified if we accept the existence of the Lord's inconceivable potencies. Then we will understand that even if the Lord appears before us in the form of material energy, it is quite possible for him to convert his energy into spiritual energy. Since the source of the energy is one and the same, the energy can be utilized according to the will of their source. For example, the Lord can appear in the form of the Orjavigraha, a deity supposedly made of earth, stone, or wood. Deity forms, although engraved from wood, stone, or other matter, are not idols. At the
As the iconoclast.
Iconoclast.
Iconoclast. So they one of the inconceivability that is very, very essential for us to understand is that the Lord, though he appears in a material form, in the form of a deity, which is made of earth, water, fire, air, ether, so still he is the supreme Lord. He is still Sakshat, Rajendra Nandan, or Sakshat Lakshmi Narayan. So we have to sadhakas have to see them in the form of Lakshmi Narayan. So one of the Sahaja practice of late it has come into come amongst devotees also is that trying to relate with the Lord as small boy or my dear Krishna and things like that and all. So it should not be like that. So deity worship should be in the form of your honor. So that is the form of deity worship that we need to have. So because in sadhana bhakti, like if you want to have intimate relationship with the Lord, and like my kana and this one, things like that and all, so it actually can enter into a very, very dangerous domain of sahaja, and it can enter into a very dangerous domain of like aparadha. So why? Because like who has been given that kind of an access? Who has been given that kind of an intimacy? So it is gopis and the gopas and the devotees around over there, and they have like their mood and attitude. Who can actually possibly call him like that? So their mood and attitude is, may my bank balance go for toss, may my family go for toss, may everything go for toss. I only want him. If like my health go for toss, like everything go for toss. I only want Krishna and nothing else. And even after that, if Krishna admits and accepts us in that relationship, then only he'll be we can actually get into that kind of mood and things like that, and it should not be falsely imitated. So many times like we hear the pastimes of Vrindavan and then we immediately start imitating that particular thing, that enters into the zone of offense. So we should understand we are sadhakas and we have to practice devotional service as like approaching the Lord in the form of Lakshmi Narayan. So in the Vaikuntha, everybody stands at a distance, offers obeisances, offers prayers, and then with lot of awe and reverence, they actually petition the Lord and worship the Lord and things like that. So that should be the mood. So you can just imagine if somebody maybe him he's just maybe like your neighbor or somebody like that, and then he comes and he talks to you in not in a very respectful language, a very intimate language. He speaks to you, hey, how are you and things like that and all, and kaun diya tumko itna freedom? So why are you coming? I have not given you that kind of relationship. You cannot extend that kind of intimacy with me, right? So in the same way, Krishna also has very, very filtered people, very few filtered people. He actually exchanges that kind of relationship. Of course, we are also aiming at that place, but we are not in that kind of level to actually exchange that kind of relationship with him. So that is why whenever we hear about the intimate pastimes of the gopas, gopis with Krishna, we should relish that. We should understand how great are these people. Itam satam brahma sukhanabhutya dasyam gatanam paradaivatena. So that, this one is there, sakam vijahu krita punya punja. They have accumulated so much of punya, they have performed so much intense devotional service that they are playing with Krishna. So they are these gopas, the friends of Krishna, they are playing with Krishna. So we should actually have that. It is when we imitate those kind of things, the gopas and gopis, what they are doing. So when we imitate them, it is we just heard that one person, he cleared what is it, maybe CA or IIT or something like that. I just heard, and then no, like those people do like this, and immediately I started imitating. Like I'm there in 5th standard or something like that. Just because I'm hearing about an IIT student, what he did, I cannot become an IIT student. I also have to work hard. I have to reach to that place. Then only I can behave like that. So that is a very important thing. So like we should not get into this like jargons of intimate relationship with the Lord, or one of my friends, like when we were there in the base, one of my friends, like he was this one, he like he would not offer mantras and things like that. He will put the plate in front of the Lord, hey kana kale, and things like that. And like kaisa isko samjhaye, and things. So then no, he's my friend, like I just tell him like he will eat. These are all very offensive, very, very offensive actually. So we should not enter into that zone of offense, right? So like we have deities, and deities are to be accepted as Lakshmi Narayan. So though they are in the form of Radha Krishna, so Lakshmi Narayan cannot be like, no intimate devotee of Lakshmi Narayan can go into this one, like hey Narayan, come, let's go and play. And he will send that person to the material world. Okay, you keep playing here. So no, it is very, very dangerous actually, very dangerous. So though that is our goal, we cannot like artificially or immaturely enter into that kind of this one. So we should have lot of awe and reverence, lot of awe and reverence. Right? So so you see that it is not that you are going to get it. No, you are going to be awarded. So the sadhana practice that has been given to you, that is the Hare Krishna mantra. So that is in the like this one of what is it? Radha Krishna mantra. It is like it is a mantra which is going to actually elevate us to the platform of Goloka Vrindavan. And the acharyas, who are giving this, they are in that kind of mood. So Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Rupa Goswami, all of them. So like in generally in Hindi, we tell that dene wala denge to like lene wala ka kya problem. Understand? So if the giver is not having a problem to give, and he's just asking us to follow this kind of process, I will give you. So what is our problem? We just have to follow the process and get it. That's all. Open up the heart in a way that is permissible. In a way that is permissible. So like we can open up the heart that you see, like I am like dressing up like a devotee, I'm being like a devotee, but I have so much of desire for material sense gratification. I have so much affection or attachment to like all the material things which are there. So like when will I become completely detached from all these things, and when will I be attached to you? This is the kind of thing that a sadhaka is supposed to have. So like till the time each and every material attachment is completely like broken, and only attachment to Krishna is there, then after that like we can have higher aspirations and things like that. So if I'm there in a 2nd standard, and if I'm worrying about how will I solve a problem in the 10th standard, like that's not to be worried about. So like my exam is 2nd standard, usi ke liye padhna hai. And if I have to like pass this, I have to study this only. I have to have such kind of mood and attitude only. So many times, like in my preaching, generally, preaching to the devotees, preaching to the new people, we try to introduce Krishna consciousness. Preaching to the devotees, like we try to clarify, you are not in graduation, you are in 2nd standard only. Please come back and study this syllabus. वो like सबसे बड़ा difficulty वही है कि devotee like एकदम devotee बनने के बाद हम भी devotee है, like gopis भी devotee है, like हम भी वैसा करेंगे. अरे नहीं, वो like we are also students, they are also students, but they are students in like doctorate, and we they are graduated students. Maybe like they are also coming to the school to teach the students, and we are coming to the school as LKG. Like come back to the LKG, like इधर बैठ के पढ़ो, like उधर पढ़े fail हो जाएंगे. So like difficulty amongst devotees is that to clarify what position they are in, and to clarify what they are supposed to do. So that is a major difficulty in this one, because everybody is addressed as devotee. And in Bhagavatam also says, devotee means like, he's like this, he is like completely free from all these things. And so, and he can do anything and everything. I am also devotee. I can do anything and everything, So, but that is a liberated devotee. And I am devotee in 3 modes of nature. So, there is a gulf of differences there. So, within devotee, there is like, pre-KG to graduation. There's so much of variation is there, So, and we need to understand, where we are, and we need to perform that particular this one. So, if we falsely understand our position, and if we falsely follow some other syllabus, so then, we may study nicely, we may write nicely, but only thing that we'll get is fail. We will not make advancement. Okay. So, next paragraph is also in.
So like the way that last 2 3 lines, like after Abraham, so like the demigod, we have so many idols and all. They are also kind of their prana is there, right?
There is different kinds of worship that is there. Generally, the worship of a deity means like there is mantras, for inviting the deity and inviting the personality in the deity, and there is a proper procedure of rendering service, and then generally the personality is asked to go back also. So that is how the general deity worship actually happens. But in Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, we have the understanding that we have a little different procedure, and the previous procedure that I mentioned, that is also bona fide, and the procedure that we have is we accept. It is not that we inviting the Lord every day, to accept worship, and then like after that we are sending him back and things like that. So we accept that this form is non-different from the Supreme Personality of God. So like that kind of an acceptance is given, like that kind of an understanding is given to us by our acharyas. So we follow that kind of this one. Otherwise, for every deity, even for demigod deity also, so there is a procedure of ahvahan and then procedure of sending them back.
We in our temple construction, those videos and all, we are telling now like on Prana Pratishtha day we'll be putting the kapasha.
That is one time.
So
That is
these
one time.
temples they do every day, like this Ganesh temple and all. The temples.
See, generally, like that is how it is to be. Generally, that is how. The morning pujas involve that actually. Inviting the personality, and then after after the end of the day, like they actually send them back. So like that. So that is a general form of deity worship that is there. So okay, next paragraph.
We should not take it for granted. that it
No.
is
In our present state of imperfect existence. But there's 2 paragraphs more we have gone. Already we are very slow here.
In our present state of imperfect material existence, we cannot see the Supreme Lord due to imperfect vision. Yet those devotees who want to see him by means of material vision are favored by the Lord, who appears in a so-called material form to accept his devotees' service. One should not think that such devotees who are in the lower stage of devotional service are worshipping an idol. They are actually worshipping the Lord, who has agreed to appear before them in an approachable way. Nor is the Arsha form fashioned according to the whims of worshipper, nor is the Arsha form fashioned according to the whims of the worshipper. This form is eternally existent with all paraphernalia. This can be actually felt by a sincere devotee, but not an atheist, by an atheist.
So we see that the imperfect vision, those who are not devotees of the Lord, so they will not be able to see the deity form as the Supreme Lord themselves. They will accept it as an idol or something like that. But one who renders service unto him, so like the Lord actually reveals himself, and he becomes so much attached to worshipping the form of the Lord. So this inconceivability, like it is basically because many times people actually criticize us, saying that this is all wrong understanding, like you're just worshipping some like idol, and then like he cannot reciprocate to you and things like that and all. So it is a secretive kind of a thing. So only a devotee can understand the reciprocation of the Lord. So for external people, no, he will not make any, like, except for Sakshi Gopal and few other deities, you will not find so much of reciprocation. And it doesn't mean that no, the devotees are not getting reciprocation at all. So generally, like the deity worship, it can be performed by all devotees, but generally deity worship is recommended for whom? Okay, deity worship is recommended for, huh? Okay, that is there. Then
One's spiritual master gives the deity to the disciple to worship.
that's also okay. So deity worship is generally recommended for neophytes. No, you might have come across this thing many places. A neophyte who is worshipping the deity in the temple, no, Kanishta Adhikari is like described in that way also. So now, why it is so? Like in the neophyte stage, a person's senses are so much tuned for sense gratification. So now, how will he actually, if you have to chant the names of the Lord, study Bhagavatam, so one needs to have a good amount of, orientation in devotional service. Otherwise, he'll not be able to take pleasure in these things. So one cannot just simply chant and simply depend on chanting alone. So in the beginning stages, for that one has to come to a transcendental stage, and in that stage he can constantly chant, no problem. But when the mind and senses are attached to sense gratification, so then the best process is deity worship. So in the deity worship, like one cleanses, it can be photo or deity, like it can be any of these things. That's why we should recommend, like all the new devotees who are coming, to start the deity worship, and then specific procedures, and we should also explain these procedures nicely. How to cleanse the Lord? Now we need to have a separate cloth for the Lord, and then we can purified water we can take, and then we can cleanse the photograph, and then we can offer nice tulsi leaves to the Lord, we can offer nice flowers to the Lord, and then we can make nice garland and offer it to him. So like this, we can do all these things, and while doing, we should have this understanding, this is Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, and so many Lakshmis are waiting to serve him, and I am just a insignificant living entity whose senses are naturally attracted to sense gratification. And know how how great is this? Know how great an opportunity is this? I am getting an opportunity to render service to Krishna. So, and like making a prayer that Krishna, if you are satisfied with my service, please reveal yourself unto me. So when we do this kind of like this one, and it is not in urgency, it is like as if the whole world time is there for me to just do this service to the Lord. And so when we have such kind of a this one, and then we can offer nice prayers to the Lord, like which describes the form of the Lord, Nama Pankajanabhaya, and that kind of prayers, like many nice prayers which describes the form of the Lord, and then meditating on the form of the Lord. So meditating on what kind of ornaments the Lord is wearing, what kind of dressing the Lord has, and things like that. So by doing this kind of thing, you will see that if like every day on a fixed time, if somebody even spends 15 minutes doing this kind of like basic deity worship, you can give a photograph to like any of your Bhakti Vriksha members, and then you can experiment this one, and just do 15 minutes. Just every day you have to clean, you have to offer these things, and that time you should not do parallel processing. You should just simply focus as if like you are serving a very great master, and you are given this opportunity. And when you do this, like if you just ask them to do for like 3-4 days or something like that, and after that you ask them the realization, they will tell that this one, all the material contamination, all the greedy thoughts, lusty thoughts, all these thoughts will just get vanished from the heart. So like when you do this deity worship nicely, and after some time if you take it lightly, then again all these things will come up. So like you have to do with reverence and with prayer and with all that thing. And one good thing is all your senses can be utilized. Eyes can be utilized in seeing the form of the Lord, and hands can be utilized in like flowers can be utilized after offering, like you can take and smell, and all the senses can be completely utilized in the deity worship. And a person who's stuck in the material consciousness, he can be, it's like a jump start, so like if the vehicle doesn't start, battery is gone, vehicle doesn't start, we get an external battery and give a jump start, and vehicle starts. and after that charging hona chahiye. So then no khud ka battery mein chalega. So like our real vehicle, real thing that is going to take us back to Godhead is Hare Krishna mantra, but initially it will not work. No, because no, for Hare Krishna mantra you need to start from a very high level actually. No, it is a chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is a job of a liberated soul. So like no, how will you reach to the liberated position? So DT worship is a very best platform, and it is recommended by all the acharyas. And like if you read Srila Prabhupada's books very nicely, you will get this understanding properly. That in the beginning stages, one has to chant 16 rounds, and along with that, he has to perform DT worship. And in the later stages, one can like exclusively focus on chanting the names of the Lord. No, he may not do the DT worship and things like that. So it is very important to understand this thing, and so one should not. Even an advanced devotee also can do DT worship. He can also be attached to DT worship. So, but then for neophytes it is mandatory. So like advanced devotee ka paas, like all options are there. So, but for neophyte, for them DT worship is mandatory. So Tulsi worship and this and that and all, it's mandatory. And in the previous question that Mataji asked, our Tulsi prayer that we have, it is a prayer of Prayojana prayer actually. It's a prayer of what is it? Very intimate prayer, that is there. So our prayers and our mantras that is given are all on the Goloka Vrindavan platform, but we have to worship them at this point in time in awe and reverence over a period of time. So once our sense gratification is completely eradicated, and we are constantly able to remain in Krishna consciousness for a long period of time, so then naturally Lord only will give indication. Lord will give a clarity of who we are in the spiritual world. After that, the intimate talks and all starts. Until unless our identity in the spiritual world is not clarified, intimate talks doesn't come. Like awe and reverence only. So because without even knowing who I am in relation with Krishna, how can I have an intimate talk? So that is not possible. Okay. So next paragraph.
In the Bhagavad Gita 4.7, the Lord says that how he treats his devotee depends on the devotee's degree of surrender. The Lord reserves the right not to reveal himself to anyone and everyone, but to show himself only to those souls who surrender unto him. Thus, for the surrendered soul, he is always within reach, whereas for the unsurrendered soul, he is far, far away and cannot be approached.
Yeah, so we see that according to this Eyatamam Prapadyante is there, and then Naham Prakasha Sarvasya. So these two shlokas, Prabhupada actually explains in this small paragraph. Very, very important for sadhakas. So we should, according to the surrender that we have, only that kind of relationship that we should have with the Supreme Lord. Okay. Next paragraph.
In this connection, two works, the revealed scriptures often apply to the Lord. Saguna with qualities and Nirguna without qualities are very important. The word Saguna does not imply that when the Lord appears with perceivable qualities, he must take a material form. He must take on a material form and be subject to the laws of material nature.
Okay, so why it is mentioned like this? Why it is mentioned like this?
Guna means quality. The quality that are talking is a material quality.
So generally guna means what? 3 modes. That is this one. So when the Lord is called as Saguna, that means he is along with qualities. So then we should not understand it is along with material qualities. We should understand that it is along with spiritual qualities. So okay, continue to read.
For him, there is no difference between the material and spiritual energies because he is the source of all energies. As the controller of all energies, he cannot at any time be under their influence as we are. The material energy works according to his direction. Therefore, he can use that energy for his purposes without ever being influenced by any of the qualities of that energy. In this sense, he is Nirguna without qualities. primeval Lord. His impersonal aspect or Brahman effulgence is but the glow of his personal grace, just as the sun's rays are the glow of sun god.
Okay. The Lord is impersonal. Is this statement right or wrong?
No, it's
It is right.
right.
Not
Personal,
impersonal
personal.
also right.
That is good. Nice. That's right. Couple of Bhakti Sastri students. So, no, it is not a wrong statement and it is not a complete statement. That's all. No? ठीक है. Next paragraph.
When the child saint Prahlad Maharaj was in the presence of his atheist father, his father asked him, "Where is your God?" When Prahlada replied that God resides everywhere, the father angrily asked whether his God was within one of the pillars of the palace, and the child said yes. At once, the atheist king shattered the pillar in front of him to pieces, and the Lord instantly appeared as Narasimha, the half-man, half-lion incarnation, and killed the atheist king. Thus, the Lord is within everything, and He creates everything by His different energies. Through His inconceivable power, He can appear at any place in order to favor His sincere devotee. The Lord Narasimha appeared from within the pillar, not by the order of atheist king, but by the wish of his devotees. An atheist cannot order the Lord to appear, but the Lord will appear anywhere and everywhere to show mercy to his devotee. Bhagavad Gita 4.8 similarly states that the Lord appeared in order to banish non-believers and protect believers. Of course, the Lord has sufficient energies and agents who can vanquish the atheist, but it pleases him to personally favor the devotee. Therefore, he descends as an incarnation. Actually, he descends only to favor his devotee and not for any other purpose.
Yeah. So Lord is present everywhere, and then so extending to the same concept that Prabhupada was talking about, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya, no Yoga Maya Samam. So the Lord is not visible, to anyone and everyone. So Lord is only visible to His pure devotees. So, and it's nice example that is given of Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad, and Shingadev. So, where Hiranyakashipu wanted to see the Lord and he was searching and searching and searching. So, he could not get. But then, when Prahlad, mentioned that my Lord is here, so then the Lord immediately appeared. Okay. So, next paragraph.
In the Brahma Samhita 5.35, it is said that Govinda, the primeval Lord, enters everything by his plenary portion. He enters the universe as well as all the atoms of the universe. He is outside in his Virat form and he is within everything as Antaryami. As Antaryami, he witnesses everything that is going on and he awards us the results of our actions as karma phala. We ourselves may forget that we have done what we have done in previous lives, but because the Lord witnesses our actions, the results of our actions are always there. And we have to undergo the reactions nonetheless.
So, this is the one of the feature of Lord being all pervasive. In the previous paragraph, we saw the all pervasive form of the Lord. He can actually give darshan to his devotee as Bhagavan. That is also possible. And then he can actually give. He functions as Paramatma as well. So when he functions as Paramatma, so he takes care of the account of karma. He takes care of where the living entity has to be posted. He takes care of knowledge, remembrance, forgetfulness, and things like that. And when he comes as Bhagavan, just like Nrsimhadev, so he performs intimate pastimes with his devotees. Right. So in this way, the Lord actually present in everywhere, and for different people he reciprocates with them in different way. So for conditioned souls and the sadhakas, he reciprocates with them as the Paramatma, and for liberated souls who are very advanced, he reciprocates with them as Bhagavan. So both of them are little different in nature. Okay, next paragraph.
The fact is that there is nothing but God within and without. Everything is a manifestation of His different energies, like the heat and light emanating
this way, there is a oneness unknown with diverse energies. Although there is oneness, however, the Lord in his personal form still enjoys unlimitedly all the pleasures enjoyed minutely by the tiny part and parcel of living entities.
So, like we see that Lord is present everywhere. There is no place that He is not present. In this heat and light example, in two shlokas, the previous shloka beginning, we saw that just like fire has its energies, heat and light, how it is spreading everywhere. In the same way, the Lord has His energies, and it is spreading everywhere. And we can see that these energies cannot be separated from the Lord. Everything has its connection to the Lord, and it is swabhaviki, like parasya shaktir vividaiva shuyate swabhaviki. So swabhaviki means it is not that maybe like this mobile phone is my property, it is my, somebody can say that this is my energy, but this is not a swabhaviki energy of mine. So I cannot produce a mobile phone for my body, so that is not possible. But for Lord, everything that exists is produced from Him, and it is quite natural. So just like hair in my head, like it's quite natural. It is swabhaviki. Like even if I cut, it will grow. In that way, everything that exists in the whole creation is natural, for the Lord. So natural for the Lord to emanate all those things, and then it is having a very, very intimate connection with the Supreme Lord, or very it has an inseparable connection with the Supreme Lord. And so in this way, there is oneness. So oneness, like Mayavadis and Vaishnavas, when they argue, so immature devotees, when they argue, so they kind of tell that they refute this one. Ekameva advitiyat. So there is only one thing that exists in the whole creation. There is no second entity that exists. So this is a statement, Vedic statement. So generally, people say no, God exists, living entity exists, all these things are existing. So it is not everything is one is not a right philosophy. So that is it is a Vedic statement. We cannot say it is not right. Vedas cannot go wrong. So Mayavadi's understanding is that one thing is that immovable, formless, qualityless Brahman. And then I'm seeing so many different things. So if you say that Brahman doesn't have any form, any qualities and things like that, I see so many things with form and quality. What do you talk about it? What is this existence of it? So you have to prove the existence. According to the existence philosophy of existence in the in our Vedic this one is only one thing exists, not even the second thing exists. So then what is that one thing that exists? So we say that one thing that exists is Supreme Lord. So then what about all these things? All of these things are energy of the Lord, and it is natural, just like hamara bal ukta hai, like that all these energies are for him natural. So only Lord exists and his energies are natural for him, that exist. And Mayavadis say only the Brahman exists. Everybody knows only Brahman exists. So what is that Brahman? And what is other things that I am seeing? What is its relationship with the Brahman? So that is where the argument is. Not that one thing exists or two things exist. There is no argument in that. So there is only one thing exists. Ekameva advitiya. There is no second thing exists. That is why you will find the Prabhupada writing this statement. Lord is one without a second. So that is Ekameva advitiya. Lord is one without a second. So that means he doesn't have a competitor. He doesn't have any other entity existing. So in this connection, we put the I word, I word. So I means what? I means myself, right? So I actually this word I can properly be used only by the Supreme Lord. We cannot use because my existence of my position itself, depending on the existence of the Lord. So this body exists because of soul. The soul exists because of super soul. Ultimately the super soul is the ultimate person. If I have to tell I'm not pointing to this body. So when I tell that I am not happy. Sometimes I'm not pointing to the body. So I'm pointing to maybe the mind. So even deeper I means pointing to the soul. Even more deeper I means pointing to the super soul. So it doesn't mean that I am super soul. It's so this one statement I am super soul is true also, and it is false also. So I am super soul means I know super soul ka ek baal hai. You know? So like I am just like a part and parcel of the super soul. I am not the super soul means I am just the hair of the super soul. No, I am not the super soul. You know? So like I am just the amsha of the super soul. I am not the super soul per se, right? So in that way, like we should understand that. So there is, when we understand these philosophical things, there is so much more. What is that? Logical rasa that is there. No, we can. No, there is so much of arguments. No, that we can actually discuss in terms of the philosophical. This one with Mayavadis and things like that. Yes.
So, no, we say the soul doesn't have birth death. I think it's eternal. So here we say the soul is cannot be cut into pieces. The soul is eternal. There is no birth and death. It's eternal. Again, Krishna says, "Aham bija prajapata." So how to understand these two statements?
What is the problem?
So if you are saying I don't have birth, means I'm not born from anyone. But Krishna again is saying,
See, this easily you can understand from fire and light also. That whenever there is fire is there. So when did the fire give birth to light and heat? Simultaneously. Whenever Krishna existed, from that time onwards, we are also existing. And Krishna is eternal. He is always existing. So we are also always existing. But still, fire, no, the light and heat is a product of fire. Though when the fire comes into existence, immediately the light and heat also comes into existence. It is not that after some time fire existed, after some time it gave birth to light and heat. But still, we can say that the light and heat is a child of or a product of fire. I know. So that is how, no, this is like this Ekadesha Sita Shagni, Jyotsna Vistarina Yata. No, this is a very, very amazing example of the scripture. Like, that is why Prabhupada is citing it over here. So you can understand that we are born of Krishna, but there is no particular date on which we are born. So we are always existing along with Krishna, but still one is a source, another is a derived thing. So even a material object can exhibit this kind of a phenomena. What is the problem for the Supreme Lord to exhibit? ठीक है. Mantra 6. According to Mayavad and according to Vaishnava, this one, only one thing that exists, that is Supreme Brahman. So what is that Supreme Brahman?
One says it is the personality of God, one says it is the light or energy or impulses.
We cannot even say white light. White means it's an attribute. It is nirvisesha. It doesn't have any color. No color, no form, nothing.
How can there be light without color?
Light also, it is an object that you are talking about. Brahman is not an object like that.
Light means bright.
It is inconceivable. Don't try to conceive it. It is inconceivable. Like, we have to understand that it is not possible to understand it. So,
There is a question that according to you, right, the form of God. So I think Mayavadi answer is better than our
what is it?
in OBA.
Hmm.
So there is one question that according to you, what is the form of God, like Krishna? So I think Mayavadi answer is better. He is inconceivable. He is like
No. Even we also say he is inconceivable.
How will write Professor? Like what all things you write?
Whatever you have read, that only you have to write.
So we'll tell that he can walk, but he cannot walk. He is here and he is far.
See, first, okay, you can see, form of the Lord is not, though it may appear like a form of the Lord, it is not just like any other material form. So, inconceivability of the Lord, I don't know the question properly, like if maybe sometime else we can discuss that question. So then we can talk about the deity form of the Lord, so like many other things that has come in terms of the form of the Lord. So we can discuss all those things.
Sorry. Why each deity is different? Like Krishna deity, but they are also having like,
not always same, no? Like if he
See, it is according to the Shilpa Shastra. So there is some indications that are given. So based on that, within that indications, like if you make a form, that's fine.
The same Krishna has different, no, looks different, right?
yeah.
Looks different. Alright, like
That's what I
the,
interesting.
you will have the proper darshan of Krishna after you render service to him for a long period of time. जो बाहर दिख रहा है, like no, that is not the darshan.
Establishing a role was with appropriate evidence from Sri Isopanishad versus Purport's analogies and Prabhupada's Sri Isopanishad's lectures, the personal form.
Personal form. Now, Mataji, आप just like 20% of question पूछ रहे हैं. नहीं, वो तो यही है. No, like in your own words, you are supposed to explain based on the teachings of Isopanishad. ऐसा नहीं कि like no, in my own words I want to explain the Lord. No. Huh? Based on the teachings, based on what you have studied here about the form of the Lord. So in your own words, you have to explain. And for that, you have to give citations of like to establish based on this one scripture. No? Okay. So we'll enter into mantra 6. So now mantra 6 onwards, now we get into this vision of a Mahabhagavata. So right now, before this we saw that like in general, what is the nature of the Lord, or what is like what the Lord is. And now like 2, 3 or 4 shlokas will go into this the vision of the spiritual vision of a Mahabhagavata. So how does he see the form of the Lord? Like that. So now we see.
So since we ended with what is Brahman, and we are starting with what is the Mahabhagavata way of seeing Brahman.
No. See, it's like the supreme absolute truth is the subject matter to be understood from the study of Vedic literatures, and more to that like study of Isopanishad and things like Upanishads and things like that. So now we see that you cannot take a call in the class. You can only put in silent. So so this is offense in the class. Taking a call in between the class is an offense. Yeah. So like okay. So now we see that that object is described by the scriptures. Now like the scriptures also say like how the liberated souls actually perceive this particular object. So that is the supreme absolute truth. So how does they see? So that is given. So it is like their vision of the Supreme Lord, and it can also be their vision of the material nature also. How do they actually perceive the material nature? So that is also possible. So from their viewpoint. Okay. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanu pashyati sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tato no vijigupsate. Okay. So he who systematically sees everything in relation to the Supreme Lord, who sees all living entities as his parts and parcels, and who sees Supreme Lord within everything, never hates anything or any being. So he loves everything. Most it means उस level पे आ जाएंगे तो like it will become easy, natural. So that is why we should not imitate. Should not imitate. So like this is Maitrastu Sarvatra Namod Vijayabhya, and then we see that Pandita Samadarshana, and then Suhridam Sarvabhutan. No, that is about the Lord. The Lord is Suhridam Sarvabhutan. Like so, in terms of so many places this is given that a very advanced soul, he actually likes or loves all the living entities. So that is why Srila Prabhupada always tells that before you start a philanthropic activity, you have to come to this kind of a stage. Who is who is allowed to perform philanthropic activity? So, if you want to do philanthropic activity for all living entities, so then you have to come to the stage of understanding, everything is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. So before that, one cannot do social service. So then, how are we doing social service? Because Prabhupada knows what is good for all living entities, and he has told something. As a servant, we are engaging in the service of Srila Prabhupada. On our own, if we make a scheme, it is going to be a chaos. No chaos in the society, actually. So that is why we should see that whatever schemes that we are putting or bringing in, it should be based on the teachings of Srila Prabhupada. So then it is beneficial for us and beneficial for others. So if we concoct something, it is not beneficial for us, it is not beneficial for others also. No. So that is why we should not concoct anything. So we should take shelter of the spiritual teachings of the Acharya. Because he has a broader vision, he can see everything in part and parcel of Krishna. So then he can make a plan and we can follow. So like that. So that is why these materialistic people, when they try to do philanthropic activity, they kill poor animals and feed other people. So I say bhuka pet ko bar rahe hum log. What you are doing? You are ensuring that bhuka pet bhuka hi rahega. Because this one, you are inducing him to commit sin, eat non-veg and things like that. And then in future also he'll suffer and suffer and suffer. And because you did mass scale distribution of sin, you're also going to get so much of sin. So what is the effective benefit that you have given to the society? So what is the benefit that you have given to? You have just created more and more chaos in the society. Right? So
So not all philanthropists people do it that way. Like there are multiple levels of people.
okay, you just give normal food that is not offered to the Lord. Then also it is sin only. Then also it's sin only.
So like how do you
And then
control that?
you just try to help people in their ugra karma, in their material this one. So that is not sufficient. Even if you want to help people on their material this one, you must add the help of spiritual thing also, in that this one. And we cannot give up our spiritual practice, and within the spiritual practice bracket, what material help we can do, that needs to be done. So for example, we may help somebody in their material education. So but we should not just stop with that. That is a good thing, but we should not stop with that. We should also give spiritual education. And then if you are more advanced, so then you should preach that what is the use of this material education, give that up and do only spiritual thing. So like that. So based on our level of this one, so we need to actually deal with. And for especially for grahasthas, what things they are consuming themselves, so at least that they should give that back in charity. Food we are consuming, we should give it in charity. And material things, other material things that you are consuming, we should give that in charity also. Otherwise we will become so much attached to it and we will not get detachment. Whatever we consume, we should give it in charity as well. It is in one I'm reading this Ramayana of Vidwan Gaurangapu. In that Kaushalya is very much angry on Bharata. After Bharata comes back, and then Bharata is just to convince Kaushalya that I am not at fault. So he is telling that whoever has sent, or whoever is even consented Rama to go to forest, let him get all the sinful reactions. And one of the sinful reactions that he is telling is, if I'm eating some nice foodstuffs, not sharing with others, let him become like that. Those who have consented consented Rama's going to the forest, let him eat nice foodstuff, not sharing with others. So that means let him become sinful and let him go to hell. These are all sinful activities actually. दूसरों को नहीं देना, हम ही खाएंगे. So and then another thing that is mentioned, so let him become a master, who will not take care of his dependents. He will eat nice things, he will live nicely, but he will not take care of the living or eating or nice facilities for his servant. So so why is he telling like this? This is materialist in this world, will tell this is to acha hai, I'll extract everything from my servant and I will live very nicely. And Bharata is giving it as a curse. So that means he's going to go to hell only. That one whole chapter is describing of in Kali Yuga, if you read all these things, you'll say like, hey, this is all nice, but it, short going to hell actually. So no, I strongly recommend this book of my books. It is like many cantos. So like Srimad Bhagavatam is there in that way. Word to word translation in this one of Ramayana. So Bhagavatam, huh? Vidwan Gauranga book. Huh? I forgot. No, every Ram Navami he releases one canto. Till now, 4 or 5 cantos are released. So it's fresh. It is coming out now. So it is very nicely. He puts this dharmic principles very nicely. Actually, Ramayana, you see that everyone is like properly following their roles and responsibilities, and then they are justifying why I am supposed to follow this, why I am not supposed to do that, and so much of dharma. This one aspect of dharma is very nicely described in the Ramayana actually. So Bhagavatam is for those people who have graduated out of the Varnashrama dharma and then they are exclusively surrendered unto Krishna. And for them who are still performing Varnashram dharma, Ramayana is like amazing this one. Like it can, if we follow everything that is mentioned in Ramayana, so we can actually come to the platform of executing pure devotional service. Bhagavad Dharma, we can come to the platform of Bhagavad Dharma in a very strong way. Actually, we can come to the platform of Bhagavad Dharma. Okay.
So like if they have something, like let's say they have ample amount of foodstuffs in their home, but they are not spiritual, like they are not, the center is not Vishnu. So if they are cooking and sharing the prasadam with others, isn't it good? Like some way the
see, it is like in the 12th chapter, you see, it comes to the point that if you cannot fully exclusively serve, then you can, like, based on rules and regulations, you serve full time. Now, if you cannot do that also, like you serve and then you give the results of this one to me, and then like that, the Lord mentions so many different things. Finally, he comes to the point, if you are not able to serve, at least do something to somebody. Don't be a selfish person. So that is like very rock bottom, like this one. So that is there, but without Krishna consciousness, everything will become demoniac. If there is no Krishna consciousness, it becomes lifeless. The whole process becomes lifeless. You will not make any advancement in Jnana Vairagya. So you will only be like accumulating some kind of a material punya. It is also low grade material punya. You cannot expect to get something very great. So when you perform some selfless activity along with Vishnu worship, then it starts creating a good grade material punya. So then when you do this selfless activity, like with Vishnu in the center, and without expecting any selfish goals even in the future, so then it becomes Nishkama. So then it starts producing Jnana Vairagya.
So just I'll give one example. I'm not wasting time. Like I'm not troubling it.
Time to ja rahe hai, but it's okay.
So like let's say Kumbh Mela was there, right? So many lakhs and lakhs of people were there. So there are multiple categories of people. Like our ISKCON also has center to feed people, but it is proper prasadam we are feeding them to bunch of people. Few people they are selling prasadam, like just exchange, like you give me money, I give you food. So that's one category of people. Few people are doing only cook and give, like no exchange of money. So like I understand the ISKCON Mela part is upper. So we are giving them some good sukruti and all, and the lower part is kind of sakam. Here this the person who is only giving food as a charity, where that person's thing will fall.
See, it is like multiple parameters are there. You have to consider all the parameters. So without Krishna Bhakti, Bhagavad Bhakti heenasya jati shastra japa tapa apranasya dehasya mandanam lokaranjanam. So without Bhagavad Bhakti, all these processes will lose its life. So it gets into demoniac kind of this one. Like though if it is ours to Krishna, if it is not following the Vedic vidhis and things like that, and they are not even having a idea of I want to become a devotee or like something like that, or not invoking Vishnu in the whole process, so then it becomes like completely demonic. Just like even Hiranyakashipu and all these personalities also, they also performed, like severe austerities and nobody could perform such kind of this one. And then we see the case of Karna. No, he was also like selflessly giving charity, but he is counted amongst demons. Yeah, he's counted among demons, demoniac it is. You know, so because he was against Krishna. You know? So like no, it can be like no, I am what is that? No, I want to be a devotee of Krishna and I'm doing selflessly. I want to be a devotee of Krishna, but I'm not able to do selflessly, but I'm doing like a business of prasadam. And then then it comes like, I'm neither a devotee of Krishna nor I hate him. No, that's like a neutral stage. And then comes this like, no, I am not a devotee of Krishna, but I don't like him also. That's like even worse. And I'm not a devotee of Krishna and I don't like Krishna. I cannot tolerate Krishna. That's like more worst. So this is like one parameter that we need to consider where he is in this parameter. You know, he is like positive or he is neutral or he is bad. You know, how bad he is. You know, all those things we have to take into consideration. So then accordingly, like we can say it is divine or demonic.
Without the Ashwin Center, if they continuously do the charity, after some time they have developed Iswaram. I am doing like that. So that will create problem.
Yes. If he has humility, no, I am not doing matlab, then like who's doing? So Lord is doing fine. No, at least come se come in thought, okay, no, Bhagwan ka hai, Bhagwan ka seva mein laga raha. So like he's not following procedures, but at least the thought is there, like no, it is all belongs to the Lord. So some amount of like maybe like 0.00001% of Krishna he has added, to TK, like it is still on the positive bracket, but it is very, very, very feeble positive bracket. The result of it will be very feeble. If we add the quantity of Krishna in sufficient way, so then the result will be proper. Okay. So purport. Mantra 6. No, you.
So this is a description of the Bhagavata, the great personality who sees everything in relation to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Lord's presence is realized in three stages. The Kanishta Adhikari is in the lowest stage of realization. He goes to a place of worship, such as a temple, church, or mosque, according to his religious faith, and worships there according to scriptural injunctions. Devotees in this stage consider the Lord to be present at the place of worship and nowhere else. They cannot ascertain who is in what position in devotional service, nor can they tell who has realized the Supreme Law. Such devotees follow the routine formulas and sometimes quarrel among themselves, considering one type of devotion better than another. These Kanishta Adhikaris are actually materialistic devotees who are simply trying to transcend the material boundary to reach the spiritual plane.
Materialistic devotees, nice word, no? Till now we have been talking about like materialists and devotees. And now this is like materialistic devotees. No? Nishta means what? Nishta. Determination. Huh? Steadiness. No, Nishta means solid faith. Kanishta means what? So Kanishta means like very less faith he has got. He has not got Nishta. So such kind of people, it is described. So okay, this is basically Prabhupada is giving from a shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam 11:2-47. So this shloka goes like this: Archayam eva haraye pujam ya shraddhayan hate. So that means like he is doing Archa Vigraha worship very nicely. He's with rules and regulations, he follows everything nicely. He's doing worship. And then Nadat Bhakteshu Chanyeshu Sa Bhakta Prakrita Smrita. But he is not able to see the Lord as like what is it? The devotees, and then his part and parcel, the rest of the things, what is there, everything. He's not able to perceive all these things as part and parcel of the Lord. So like anybody who comes to ISKCON within few days, like at the end of Gita course, he will know all these things. So Kanishta itna worst hai kya? No, it is not like that. Kanishta is also a very great person. So like he theoretically understands, but practically he cannot perceive. Practically he cannot perceive. So like if he sees, especially if he sees a nice object, like he will think first is he'll think that this I can use it for my sense gratification. Then it will come to his mind. No. First I have to offer to the Lord, then I have to use it. So like so like thoda sa memory like loss ho gaya. First thing comes is like sense gratification. Then after that, by force or like other devotee will say like no pehle offer karke kao to like no bhul gaya. Like, so in that way like no, he is following all these things, but then one characteristics of Kanishta Adhikari is that a lot of quarrel will be there. Amongst Kanishta Adhikaris there will be a lot of quarrels, misunderstandings, and a lot of frictions, and all those things will be there. And Uttam Adhikari or even a Madhyam Adhikari is there, automatically by their presence itself, all the problems will be solved. So that is this one. Like an Uttam Adhikari means he can neutralize any problem. He can just like it is the whole thing becomes like, because he actually comes with so much of broader vision of everything. Is belongs to Krishna. Everything is part and parcel of Krishna and things like that. So this limited vision of this is mine, that is others, all those things will not come. So like so naturally in their presence they can invoke that kind of a consciousness in others also. So just like if you take association of a very exalted devotee, association means with respectful attitude and with hearing from them, and then wanting to serve them and things like that. So then we can kind of get a glimpse of what they are actually experiencing. So like by the influence, we can get the glimpse of that kind of an experience. It's just like if there is a fire next to us, we can get the heat of it. Like so in the same way, like when we take association of exalted Vaishnavas in a proper way. Now, if we take it in an improper way, then it can be counterproductive actually. So, but if you are in a proper way, so then like we will get proper kind of a lesson. That's why when we approach great personalities, so we should see that we should have lot of awe and reverence, and then we should properly like render service to them, and then whatever we can hear from them, we should hear, and then without wasting time, we should get lost, get away from that place as quickly as possible. Because our material mind, what it will do, we don't know. Like, and if we commit, it is like a fire. Fire, you can get the benefit of deriving heat, and if it's a cold season, you can derive the benefit. But then you can also get burnt, by the fire. So, like very exalted devotees, sannyasis, and all, it's like fire. We cannot hang around with fire. We can take benefit from the fire, and when you also become like fire, then you can hang around with fire. When you are also completely spiritually surcharged, then you can hang around with fire, not a problem. Kuch ye nahi hoga, nuksan nahi hoga. But if you are not fire, and if you go close to the fire, too close to the fire, you will get burnt. So you will commit some offenses, and then you will fall from this one. So that is why when senior devotees come, generally neophytes, they actually crowd around them, and then push them, pull them, and things like that. And as if like greatest achievement is like to put ourselves in front of them or to touch them or something like that. This is all offense. This is all offense. Like we will regress in Krishna consciousness very badly. So it is not. It is the game is not that I want to go in front of him and I have seen him, but he has to see me and things like that. Not like that. Even at a distance. If we see that, what can I do for him? What can I do for him in such a way that his service to Krishna can be enhanced. Like that. So if we do that, if we follow the principles nicely, if we practice and if we preach the Krishna consciousness nicely, and even if we stand at a distance, even if the spiritual master or a sannyasi doesn't look upon us, so still Krishna is there to join the communication, like make the communication proper. So I just need to do my this one, and with lot of awe and reverence, be grateful that I should not even be given an opportunity to come close to him. So now I'm having a darshan of him at a distance. Like I'm so fortunate. So in that way, like when we have the right attitude and the right prayer, so it is not about Krishna consciousness is not about like coming in closer to the components of bhakti. So it is about the proper way of connecting with bhakti. It's like if you put a double tape of this mobile and put it on the switchboard. Even if you keep for 10 hours, 20 hours, it will not charge. It is not about going close to a spiritual master or going close to a personality. It is about rendering service. Even if I keep the mobile like 1 meter or 5 meter away, if it is connected properly through a adapter and wire, it will charge. It is not necessary that pass mein jagah chipak ke rehna hai. So it is not like that. So it is very, very important. We should understand our connection is service. Our connection is not the proximity. our connection is service. No, we should do service very nicely. Then immediately the connection establishes. No, if service is not there, like no, simply we are hanging around. So then that is not the connection. No, our connection is service. Just like for mobile, no, connection is the charger. So in the same way, like no, for us, connection is service. So okay. Archayameva Haraye. One time, Bhakti Prachar Maharaj had come to temple land. Na? So like first program that we did in the temple land, he was mentioning this Kanishta Adhikari means Lord means only this much. No, who is there in the temple as a deity, only that much. So then Madhyam Adhikari means his vision expands. Oh, Lord means like little more. And when Uttam Adhikari means Lord means everything is Lord only. So like his vision of Lord actually expands. No. So, in that way. So, TK. Next paragraph.
Those who have attained the second stage of realization are called Madhyamadhikaris. These devotees observe the distinction between four categories of being: the Supreme Lord, the devotees of the Lord, the innocent who have no knowledge of the Lord, and the atheists who have no faith in God and hate those in devotional service. The Madhyamadhikari behaves differently towards these four classes of person. He adores the Lord, considering him the object of love. He makes friends with those who are in devotional service. He tries to awaken dormant love of God in the heart of the innocent. And he avoids the atheists who deride the very name of the Lord.
So, how do we make advancement from Kanishta to Madhyama? So, like same thing, devotional service, nothing different. So, we are going to do the same 16 rounds, same deity worship, same services and everything. Just that we have to do it without offenses and with the desire of making spiritual progress. And if we make spiritual progress, automatically these symptoms of Madhyam Adhikari will automatically start. Right? So here we see, like, this is a very important shloka for Madhyam Adhikaris. Desire to make spiritual progress. And without desire for material progress. So these are all very important parameters. The first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna actually focuses on Nishkama Karma. So where these Nishkama attributes, he again and again emphasizes, like not having material attachment, not being attached to the fruits of action, and then having desire for spiritual advancement, and then so this without committing offenses, without committing sin, we should execute the bhakti. So then we are bound to make spiritual advancement. So when the jnana vairagya increases to a certain level, so then a person becomes Madhyam Adhikari. So Madhyam Adhikari's vision is like this. So Ishware Tat Adineshu Balisheshu Dvishasucha. 4 kinds of people. The first is the 4 kinds of people list is given, and second is what a Madhyam Adhikari will do with these 4 people. That is Prema. Prema, Maitri, Kripa, Upeksha. So Prema towards Ishvara and Maitri towards Tat Adina, that is devotees, and then Kripa towards Baliseshu, innocent people, and Upeksha. Upeksha means reject or neglect them and things like that. So that is to be done with the atheistic people. So now sometimes people say, Prabhupada actually properly educated devotees. Sometimes people say, why are acharyas so angry on Mayavadis or so angry on materialism and things like that? Why is he criticizing like this? So why is he criticizing like this? That mic is working or not, you see? Haribol? That mic is working? No. It's fine. No, don't waste time. Why is your acharya activities? So we should develop our attachment to the Supreme Lord. Engaging in the angas of bhakti, we will develop attachment to the Supreme Lord. And then, for innocent people, we should preach the message of Krishna consciousness. Those who are not knowing Krishna consciousness and those who are devotees, we should develop love and affection, and we should become friends with devotees, right? And then we should we should become compassionate upon the people who are innocent, and we should maybe we have tendency to fight No, these are the people we can fight with. No, those who are Mayavadis, atheists, and those who are against Krishna and things like that. If you have tendency to fight, and if you don't fight with the people, you will fight with devotees. No, so then it becomes a problem in devotional service. No, better if you have tendency to fight, like no, kidhar hai Mayavadi, like no, pakad ke leke usko marunga. No, philosophically, so like, so it is better, no, like if you have tendency to fight, like no, better fight with the right people, no, otherwise the tendency will come out in some other place, no. So that is why the Madhyama Adhikari is very good, every attribute, all our propensities are nicely taken care, we have to love somebody, okay, love the Supreme Lord and make friendship with the devotees, and then like this one, what is it? Fight with the atheists, and then like preach to the innocent people. It's perfect package. So that is why in the preaching, like proper, is very strong and heavy and things like that. Against Mayavadis, it is proper sadhana. If you don't criticize Mayavadis, if you don't criticize materialists, you are not going to make advancement in Krishna consciousness, right? So like some devotees in ISKCON, they have also come up with the idea that we should not speak harshly. So we should speak only like nice goody things, and we glorify this one, and we glorify materialist also, and so that is very dangerous actually. If you glorify materialist, you will also become materialist. So like we have to have compassion towards them. So but still we should speak about this one. See, you are very nice, we are doing some this one, but according to the scriptures, what you are doing is not proper. So if at all you want to do like good activities, like do it with Krishna in the center. So then we have given a proper teaching. So then if he says like, why will I follow Krishna? Then we start off with this one, like, why you will not follow Krishna? Like so he is the one who has created everything, and he has given everything. So like so then nobody like that exists. Then we enter into a philosophical debate and argument and things like that. Initially we are nice, okay. So and then without like those people who say Krishna doesn't exist, they are demons. We can openly say it. Like it's like it's a good thing. So and Krishna Bhakta, Vishnu Bhakta Bhavet Daiva Asuram Tad Viparya. We can. So but an intelligent creature knows where to use these things and how to actually do this thing. So that is also requires a little bit of intelligence. So that is why it is a duty of a Madhyama Adhikari who has already got a sufficient amount of advancement. He knows how to speak, where to speak in such a way that he can present Krishna consciousness nicely. So in such a way that he will make advancement in Krishna consciousness, and he will make others also make advancement in Krishna consciousness. If the thing is not proper, so then we will not make advancement in Krishna consciousness, right? So and then what to speak about the hearer? If I am only not making advancement, what he will do? Like hearer like also will not make advancement. Okay. Next paragraph.
Criticizing Mayavadis or especially for Madhyama. Yes, sir, that way actually their fighting tendency also over a period of time.
Yeah.
So then they
Fighting tendency utilized in Krishna's service will die. And then see, in the advanced stage also, like Hanuman and Arjuna, they are all in the prema stage. So even then, if somebody tells anything about Krishna, the anger comes. So it is not that in service of Krishna, Krishna is also Rasaraj. He has got so many different kinds of emotions and relations and things like that. And devotee also, like with whom Krishna will exchange all those things with devotees. Like devotee also has all these things, but he will use it in the right place. If somebody going against Krishna, so then he will chastise them and criticize them. Even enter into a battle, Kurukshetra battle also we can do. That's what Krishna Prabhupada sometimes tells. It is not that devotees means like cowards or something like that. If need be, like we are ready for battle also. So like that.
So then they're telling so Uttama will treat everyone, then how we can take that? Even they are angry, they are showing in the favor of God.
No, Uttamadhikari also, he loves all the living entities. Just like you love your kid, na? So sometimes you show your love by slapping, like that. He loves all living entities. See, Narada Muni, he goes to so many places, he says openly, he says, like, you are a fool, like, what you are doing. Stop all these things and do bhajan. That is also love only. Love means like it is not that no always sweet words and things like that. It's not like
Then
that.
what is the difference?
See, Madhyamadhikari as a rule he has to do that. Even if he likes the materialist doing something or something like that, no, he's a materialist. Why he is not worshipping Krishna? Then he should be criticized.
Because of the rule.
Ah.
But love and all will come later.
Love and all will come later. I don't. First of all, I'm not able to understand ki like no, all these people are part and parcel, no, of Supreme Lord. I'm thinking like no, if he can become my servant, it is good. You know? So like I'm not thinking that he is Krishna's servant. So but like Uttamadhikari can see everybody as Krishna's servant.
We are practicing devotional service. If we don't appreciate them, how will they appreciate our devotee or being in devotional life?
No, see, we get appreciation like there is two kinds of appreciations are there. One is cheap appreciation and appreciation for what we are. So now, if we go behind glorifying people, like unnecessarily glorifying people, so then people will take us very very cheaply. So that is also not very good. So now, like people know that we are glorifying Krishna, like we are worshippers of Krishna and things like that. And like if somebody is doing something completely against Krishna consciousness, like Mayavadis and people like that, so we have to give the counter this one. No, what you are saying is wrong. No, Krishna is not like that. No, Krishna is not like just impersonal without any form and shape and things like that. He has a form. No, it's mentioned in the scriptures and things like that. So we should properly present it actually. No, there we cannot say, okay, it was a nice, like what is it?
I'm not asking.
Hmm.
We cannot naturally keep quiet if if one year and dear one is given any bad comment. But what I'm asking is like, suppose we go to our relatives' place, we do appreciate what they are doing, something good. Suppose they have achieved some award or something, we do appreciate.
Yeah, it's fine. So material appreciation, and then if you can open your mouth, you can tell like you can better award is to get Krishna consciousness. So if you cannot in the family setup, then in the mind you can tell. You are so happy and getting some material this one like. And if it's a third party, we can say like it is, or even with relatives also. So you have attained so much like I wish and pray that you will attain Krishna Prema also. So like that. So like properly putting it, not saying that oh you have attained something very great and nice, like you're a big achiever. Don't stop with that.
So I try to appreciate in the way like the Lord has given you so many experiences.
That is also good. Lord, like at least making them remember about the Lord. And if they say no, Lord has not given, I only work, then so like we have to start off. So
That they will not say because they know we will argue.
yeah.
Then they have to come down also, they won't listen also. They won't tell also.
Okay. So now we see that there is a nice this one, like comparison is there. Attempts of material oneness with spiritual oneness. So like communists, so they actually they impose artificial material equality. What is the material equality? All people are same. No communist idea is all people are same. So why somebody is rich, why somebody is poor, why somebody is a manager, why somebody is this one? Like everybody are same. So like in communist countries, they make same kind of houses for everybody, and you cannot build your own house also. So like like talented are not rewarded, and people become lethargic. कितना भी करें like उतना ही मिलेगा. Like क्यों extra काम क्यों करें? So दिमाग क्यों use करें? So like that. And most people live in scarcity and so dissatisfied. That is communist. Capitalist allow the wealthy to determine the position of the like position and power, and then wealthy exploits the needy, and cutthroat competition and insecurity is there. So like whoever has got wealth, he has the say. Like whoever is rich, he has the say. So like and which is the capitalist country which is completely behind capitalism?
Korea.
Huh?
Korea.
US. So like capitalist is like you see that the top businessman they only become the prime minister or chief minister and things like that, and they dictate. Why I should dictate? Because I have money. I will dictate. So like that is the whole point of this one. And then everybody are greedy, because like what determines you are a big person? Money determines. So then what I am supposed to do? You have to accumulate money. So that's the whole race actually. So in Varnashrama, what is it, this one? It integrates spiritual equality of all people. That means name of the Lord has to be chanted by everybody, and Bhagavatam has to be read by everybody. And spiritual, this one, everyone has the right to make spiritual advancement. No, so that is there. And materially, diversities are not taken into consideration. So Kshatriya, Vaishya, Brahmana, and Shudra, and things like that. And who can occupy the higher and higher Varanas? Those who have got higher degrees of sense control, and those who have got higher degrees of Jnana Vairagya. So they actually are allowed to function in the higher roles. Right? So now, why will this kind of cutthroat competition not come in Vedic Varnashram? Because if I exploit, one thing that I mentioned, if a master, Bharata actually tells that whoever has consented Rama to go to the forest, so let him, become like a master who enjoys himself and not takes care of his servants properly. So it is short, he's going to hell. So he knows that if I am a master, if I am a king, or if I am a leader, or if I am something of leadership position, I have to take care of the dependents. I have to take care of all of their needs and necessities. So it is necessary. So when he does that, so then he is dharmic. So then he can make progress. It is not that I will just simply take service and I will not take care of them. So then it is not very good. Everyone is engaged according to their natures, and they work diligently and happily, and the society gets maximum benefit. Because the whole thing is materially you cannot get perfection. Only spiritual perfection. So for spiritual perfection, let's tolerate the material difficulties and then do the best according to dharma. So then it is happy. So but if we try to get material perfection, so then everybody will be dissatisfied. Material perfection cannot be attained. So it's impossible. Okay.
So, Prabhuji, why we cannot, as Bharatvarsha, we cannot influence those two type of people?
Which two?
Communism and
We ourselves are not following Varnashram, we are influenced by them. Abhi ulta influence chal raha hai. Now we are doing all this systematic education to at least put the sense into the people that what we are doing is wrong. At least then after our next generation, maybe they will start doing what is right. Then next generation, we may be able to influence other people dekho bhai yahi right hai. So right now we are in more precarious condition. We ourselves are not doing. So where we will influence? We are influenced by them. We are influenced by them. Okay. Text 4. Sorry, paragraph 4. Uttamadhikari.
Above the Madhyamadhikari is the Uttamadhikari.
Not working. You have to be loud.
Who see everything in relation to the Supreme Lord. Such a devotee does not discriminate between the atheist and the theist, but see everyone as part and parcel of the Lord. He knows that there is no essential difference between a vastly learned Brahmana and a dog in the state, because both of them are part and parcel of the Lord. Although they are engaged in different bodies on account of different qualities of their activities in their previous life, he sees that the Brahmana particles of Supreme Lord has not
misused his little independence.
Little independence given him by the Lord, and that the dark particle has misused his independence and is therefore being punished by the laws of nature by being engaged in the form of the dark, not considering the respective action of the Brahmana and the dark. The Uttamadhikari tries to do good to both. Such a learned devotee is not deceived by material bodies, but is attracted by the spiritual path within them.
So now we see that here, which is the shloka that Prabhupada is explaining? That's one. What is the starting? कुछ तो होना चाहिए, there is two things, knowledge and humility. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmanesha, Kavi Hastini. Sunicheva Supakecha Pandita Samadarshina. So like, here we see that one who has got Vidya and Vinaya, like, Vinaya automatically comes if Vidya is there. So if somebody is like very proud, that means he has not got knowledge. Knowledge makes a person naturally humble. So just like if you see a big mountain, and you are close to the mountain, and if you know the size of the mountain, you will automatically understand I am small. So like that, knowledge means you are able to perceive the Supreme Lord, and you are able to perceive the actions of the Supreme Lord. That is called knowledge. When you are able to perceive the actions of the Supreme Lord, how can you be proud that I am doing things? So because you are practically able to see that Lord is doing things. So that is knowledge. Knowledge means seeing reality, and in reality, Lord is doing things. So when we are able to see that Lord is doing things, we become grateful to Him. We become humble. So Vidya and Vinaya goes like hand in hand actually. So Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. So like then it becomes he sees all these entities equally. And then what is this Brahmana particle, dark particle and all? What is that Prabhupada is trying to explain that? Particle. Brahmana particle of the Supreme Lord. What does it mean? Soul. That soul who has come to be in the body of a Brahmana, he has performed the actions pertaining to some kind of an actions. He's been given this particular body, but essentially he is the same soul. And another soul, he has misused his independence. He has performed some wrong activities, as it is mentioned in the mantra 3. How to misuse this one. So he has misused in this way, and then he has gone into a hellish existence, like in the animal body or something like that. So, but essentially, both of them are spirit souls, part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, and he tries to render good to both of these souls. So it is not like like for a dog, he may put the food prasadam in the plate and keep it in the street. For a Brahmana, he will properly invite him and serve him in the home. So he may still have difference of dealing with all these people, but then he is trying to do good to all these people. So he is not seeing in terms of the body, he's seeing in terms of the soul, and I have to like do good to this soul. But when he is doing good, he is still acting on in relation with the body only. He is not that like if he sees a tiger, oh, this is also part and parcel of the Lord, gale lagayenge, wo muh pe laga dega aapko. So it will become problem. So like it is that like it is to see from the spiritual platform and still do good from where they are there. From there we have to raise them. So all students are equal to me, but I am going to do good to all the students. But if I go to second standard, I will teach only second standard. If I go to fourth standard, I'll teach only fourth standard. So like you should be equal to all students. Yes, I am equal. I am going to give knowledge to all students equally, as much, as properly as they deserve. Like that. So that is how it should be this one. So it should not be like fake oneness should not be there. Like the bodily diversity also should be taken into account, and spiritual like like oneness also should be appreciated. Next paragraph.
So limited and Uttamadhikari by
Okay, I'll only read to like thoda volume zyada hona chahiye. Those who imitate an Uttamadhikari by flaunting a sense of oneness, of fellowship, but who behaves on bodily platform are actually false philanthropists. The conception of universal brotherhood must be learned from an Uttamadhikari and not from a foolish person who does not properly understand the individual soul or the Supreme Lord's super soul expansion who dwells everywhere. So like universal brotherhood, I am loving all the living entities, it's only reserved for Uttamadhikari. Nobody should do that actually. If at all we want to be in a project which loves all living entity, then we should serve an Uttamadhikari. So like then we understand. Like otherwise, Prabhupada has given us how to serve all the living entities, do book distribution, do prasadam distribution, do Harinam Sankirtan, like a particular way he has given. So that is how we can do benefit for all living entities. So now we come up with some other idea, like then it will not work out. Then like we will end up doing something else only. So we should not concoct our own false philanthropy. So universal brotherhood should have an acknowledgement of universal fatherhood. So then only we can have universal brotherhood. Next paragraph. Okay. So 1 minute. So this is okay. Next paragraph. Next paragraph.
It is clearly mentioned in the sixth mantra that one should observe or systematically see. This means that one must follow the previous acharyas, the perfected ages. Anupashyati is the exact Sanskrit word used in this connection. Anu means to follow and Pashyati means to observe. Thus the word Anupashyati means that one should not see things as he does with the naked eye, but should follow the previous acharyas. Due to material defects, the naked eye cannot see anything properly. One cannot see properly unless one has heard from a superior source. And the highest source is the Vedic wisdom, which is spoken by the Lord himself. Vedic truths are coming in the disciplic succession from the Lord to Brahma, and from Brahma to Narada, from Narada to Vyasa, and from Vyasa to many of his disciples. Formerly, there was no need to record the messages of the Vedas because people in the earlier ages were more intelligent and had sharper memories. They could follow the instructions simply by hearing once from the mouth of a bona fide spiritual master.
So this is Anupashyat is a very, very important word. So like we have to you have heard another statement called Shastra Chakshu. What is that?
Seeing through the eyes of the
Seeing through the eyes of the scriptures. No. So here also Anupashyati. No, Anupashyati means what?
following the acharyas.
So seeing things, Pashyati means to see, no? Like Anupashyati means seeing as the Acharya has seen, no? So like that is how this one. So now I may get an idea of, if I put in a particular situation, I may get a particular idea and understanding and things like that. Then immediately my thought process is what? No, like I am having defects. I am within 3 modes of nature. What is the use of my analysis? So provided this environment and situation, what does the Acharya say? How I should act? No? So I should see in that way, like I should follow things as the Acharya has directed. No? As Krishna has directed in the scriptures, as Acharya has directed in the scriptures. Right? So one should not see things as he does with naked eyes, but should follow the previous Acharyas. So, one question is, what difficulty do you face in following the previous Acharyas?
Circumstances change.
Okay.
Independent nature.
That is there. Circumstances change, like why?
Because if you see, because Kanuga is different, Prabhupada could give us a system which we can follow in Kanuga. If you keep on, otherwise, we just read the Shastras, they kind of give a different feedback. We can't.
So that's fine. That's fine. Now, we are talking about we see that Prabhupada also gives clarity of scriptures only, and he doesn't tell anything that is different from scriptures. But to understand, we need to have such a personality. So now, even we find that now devotees saying that even Prabhupada's situation was also different. I am in a different situation, so I cannot follow what Prabhupada has told. That is also comes up. So now, like in that way, like what other difficulties we face in following the previous acharyas? Lack of knowledge.
Like what they were thinking, they were like such things.
Lack of knowledge. No, we have not sufficiently studied the works of the previous acharyas. So then we'll not even know like in this situation what is the advisable thing that we are supposed to do. So then it is very, very essential. We are supposed to do Anupashyati. That means we need to study the scriptures and see like what is being asked of from us when we are supposed to do. Like in this thing which Bharata is telling, one of the things that he was mentioning that like that person who consented Lord Ram to go to the forest, may he kick a cow. Like that he is telling. So that means like if he kicks a cow, like he is going to go to hell. And another this one he is telling, may he touch the cow with his leg. So that is also sin actually. So now like I don't know, like somewhere I saw one AI picture. Somebody was circulating that. So like Krishna was sitting on top of cow. And that picture is AI can generate anything. So and it is an offensive picture. Krishna will never do that. Krishna will never do like, and if you see like devotees, it's such an amazing picture. Like, so because we have not sufficiently studied the scripture and anything, Krishna is there, cow is there, Vrindavan is there, so nice. And it is a wrong combination. Like meditating on that picture, I'll go to hell. So like, we need to have proper understanding of study of scriptures, that is when we'll be able to appreciate what is right, what is wrong. So otherwise, like something wrong and it will look very nice. Some years back, like we had somebody posting in our preachers group only that Krishna and Jesus taking selfie, like that one AI picture, and everybody started telling like, oh, nice, 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 and what is that, brotherhood between religions and things like that. Like crazy, like First of all, like these people are we take selfie to gratify ourselves. Lord is not going to take selfie. No, even serious devotees will not take selfie. No, like it is whatever what is it, whatever contamination is there in me, like load on top of Krishna and make an image of him. So like so we need to meditate on Krishna, which is a form that is described by the acharyas, a form that is described in the scriptures. That kind of a form we are supposed to meditate on. So it is very important that we follow in the footsteps of the previous acharyas, and we see things, we understand things, following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas. And for that, we need to sufficiently learn, sufficiently study the scriptures actually. So without studying of scriptures, a sadhaka will not be able to progress very nicely. Kidhar na kidhar galti karega, girega.
In public places, they will put some Buddha face and body, some shape like this with your stomach, holding the sun, like that.
So now we need to see that what steps we need to take to overcome those difficulties. Like we have to study the scriptures. We need to see that I am filled with 4 defects. My perceptions and my opinions and things like that will also be filled with 4 defects. At least if I don't have a liberated soul around me, so at least I should go to a person who is better than me in vision. Like I have maybe -10 as my power, somebody has -4, like he has better vision than me, like kam se kam uske paas jaake puchenge. And if we happen to have a person who is having clear vision, we should go and take his take his guidance in that way. So seeing with the help of Guru Parampara is a very, very essential thing. So that is why we should not concoct. In the preaching also, we should present the message as it is. So then we get benefited of speaking a transcendental subject matter, and people get benefited by hearing a transcendental subject matter. If I concoct, so then concocted version may have the names of Krishna, Rama and things like that, but in essence it is a subject matter of 3 modes of nature, and I am going to get karma bandhana, and the hearer is also going to get karma bandhana. So that is why we should we should repeat the message given by the previous acharyas. Okay. So just 2 paragraphs are there, so we will just do that. At present, there are many commentaries on revealed scriptures. No, it's okay. But most of them are not in the line of disciplic succession, coming from Srila Vyasadeva, who originally compiled the Vedic system. The final, most perfect, sublime work of Sri Vyasadeva is Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. There is also Bhagavad Gita, which was spoken by the Lord himself and recorded by Vyasadeva. These are the most important revealed scriptures, and any commentary that contradicts the principles of Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam is unauthorized. There is complete agreement among the Upanishads, Vedanta Sutra, Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and no one should try to reach any conclusion about the Vedas without receiving instructions from the members of Vyasadev's disciplic succession, who believe in the personality of Godhead and his diverse energies, as explained in Sri Isopanishad. So it is very, very important that just because we take initiation in a Vaishnava Parampara, so it doesn't mean that we are speaking as it is. We can also concoct. There is sufficient opportunity to concoct, and you will find at least whatever I have analyzed, at least 30-40% of our ISKCON speakers have already gone in a wrong track. So they have started speaking about different conclusions, so and things like that. So we should be very, very careful. So how will you understand whether they are speaking right or wrong? If you diligently read Prabhupada's books every day, anybody speaks, anybody opens the mouth, immediately you will understand whether he is speaking proper or not. So like that. So then, according to Bhagavad Gita 1854, only one who is already on the liberated platform, Brahma Bhuta, can become an Uttamadhikari, devotee, and see every living being as his own brother. The vision cannot be had by politicians. This vision cannot be had by politicians who are always after some material gain. One who imitates the symptom of an Uttamadhikari may serve another's outward body for the purpose of fame or material reward, but he does not serve the spirit soul. Such an imitator can have no information of the spiritual world. The Uttamadhikari sees the spirit soul within material body and serves him as spirit. Thus, the material aspect is automatically served. So this is nicely we discussed also. The vision of Uttamadhikari is that, he is able to see everything as part and parcel of the Lord, and only he is able to serve all the living entities. He is able to make a plan to serve all the living entities. So, and any other person, politician or like social service or philanthropist, nobody can actually have this kind of a broader vision. And if they make a plan not to serve all the living entities with a shorter vision, so then the plan is going to be definitely it's going to be like flawed. The plan is going to be having a flaw. ठीक है, Hare Krishna. This same thing only like. ठीक है. So this is one chart. Kanishta Adhikaris, no faith and no knowledge. No faith means like he has not got realized kind of faith. And knowledge means not that bookish knowledge. Kanishta Adhikari, definitely these people should have sufficient theoretical knowledge. And Madhyam Adhikari has faith, but he is still not able to see things in reality. Like an Uttam Adhikari is able to have faith also, and he is able to practically see things in reality also. Knowledge means seeing things in reality. So, like, first and foremost, what is a prerequisite to get attached to spiritual master? Okay. See, first and foremost is we should understand that we are part and parcel of the Lord. We should develop attachment to the Lord. And when you develop intense attachment to the Lord or desire to be attached to the Lord, so then, like, you find that who can actually award me this attachment? So then comes the spiritual master. Spiritual master is a person who can give me this attachment to Krishna, by engaging me in the service of the Lord. So then, you will develop attachment to spiritual master when you follow the instructions given by the spiritual master, and then your cherished goal of developing attachment to Krishna is becoming more and more enhanced. Then you will become attached to spiritual master.
Any spiritual master, there are so many spiritual masters. Any spiritual master, they can get attached to master.
Yeah.
For a neophyte, for a person who wants to get a diksha, the first question is which guru you want to take diksha from.
So whose instruction you are able to follow nicely, take diksha from him. Yes. So one of the things if you see my mentor, he was disciple of Niranjan Maharaj, and then he trained us, and then he told, you have only two freedoms in your life: to choose your spiritual master and to choose which ashram. Rest everything I'll choose in your life. He was like, so this is something that he used to tell, and then he gave me sufficient freedom, and he I wanted to experiment with different Maharajas, and he provided me facilities, he provided me the lectures and things like that. So then, sometime I used to think that why not he should have just simply told this is Guru Maharaj directly from day one. I can use the term Guru Maharaj to this personality and then make him attached to him. So, but he was very, very cautious and very careful that whom he should naturally choose, he should naturally hear, and he should naturally exercise his independence to do that activity. Because we have seen many spiritual disasters happening later on, that I was told he's Guru Maharaj, and I was told I have to take initiation from him, but now I'm not so inspired. So then it becomes a spiritual disaster. We should not do that actually. So that is why in ISKCON Whitefield also we have made in such a kind of a this way. in any of our groups, we will not post specifically like any particular spiritual masters this ones, and we have an open invitation to come to like disciples gathering. Like that is a place for glorification of the spiritual master and things like that. So we see that like we invite everybody, and as a Vaishnava Seva, we serve them also. And then, if somebody is inspired by this particular kind of a mood and this one instructions and things like that, so you're welcome. Take initiation from him, things like that.
So many times it so happens to Prabhu when a particular spiritual master is giving a lot of time, they get diksha from other spiritual masters sometimes, and they follow the other spiritual master. So how is it Prabhu like?
See, one thing we should understand is that it is like a family. ISKCON is like a family. So one person is a father and rest of them are uncles. So like, if you take support from uncle, father will not feel bad. So like, it practically happens in the home, no? So like, Tattva is there, like, will you, if he's needing something, will you not take care of him? So you will not say like, you go to your father or something like that. And he will also not hesitate, to come and ask from the relatives and things like that. So that should be the environment that is to be created. But even though so many people who are spiritually helping me, nourishing me and things like that, I should take Diksha from one person. Diksha mantras cannot be taken from multiple people. Diksha I have to take from one person. So, and I have to be like, attached to him even more than rest of the people, because he has given me that, this one. So this mantras, what we chant, like through that only we are going to make spiritual progress. And he has given me that particular this one. Though many other devotees are also helping me in my spiritual progress, but still, he took compassion upon me and he bestowed mercy upon me. So I am like, an extra, like, what is it? An extra gratitude is there towards that personality. So that is this one. But it doesn't mean that my gratitude and love and affection for the other spiritual masters or other Vaishnavas, is going to get hampered because of this relationship.
So we feel gratitude more importantly because they have removed our karma and they have initiated us into
Yes. And they have given the mantras.
What is the meaning of removing our karma? Still we will get our karma.
Yes. So removing the karma means like a good portion, a good portion of this one is. Yeah. So, but then after that, if you don't avoid offenses, if you don't avoid sin, if you don't avoid the material attachments and things like that, you will still further produce karma. And it is not just spiritual master, any leader, anyone who is leading a group of people. So he has to take 1/6 of the karma of the dependents. So even Bhakti Sastri leader also has to take. So 1/6 of it is better you train people in proper Krishna consciousness, or you will go to hell. So like you properly like train people in Krishna consciousness, like Arey Baba, like properly chant karo nahi to mera band baj jayega. So it is better. Parents have to take. Parents have to take. That is why if dependents are doing nice Krishna consciousness, it is good. मैं 16 माला करता हूँ, बाकी तुम करो भाई, like अच्छे से, मुझे बैक टू तुम लेके जाओ. So like our dependents also can make us to go back to Godhead. Yeah, sufficient. We can also drag the spiritual master to hell. So much is there. That is why it is mentioned, if a disciple is not following the regulative principles properly, the spiritual master's duty is to reject him. If he doesn't reject him, he will also go to hell. Sadhaka Guru, like an exalted personality, very, very powerful personality, may still be able to manage to work through this one. But in bulk, like if you see after Srila Prabhupada, like many prominent acharyas, so generally like sadhakas only will become gurus. So like Madhyam Adhikaris are the ones who generally become gurus. Uttam Adhikari Guru is very, very rare. Very rare. So Uttam Adhikari means like he will create such a revolution, unimaginable revolution he will create. Krishna doesn't send Uttam Adhikaris like so often. Like we get Sadhaka Gurus only. And Sadhaka Gurus means they have to be very careful in training the disciples properly. So it is very, very important.
the initiation.
So now if you are recommending somebody for initiation, so spiritual master is thinking that you will take care and he is giving initiation. So now if you don't take care, then no.
That means
It is not that initiation Diladiya like Abhi, it is between him and his spiritual master. No, like you recommended. So so then आपको भी लगेगा.
so that means Deeksha, right? Spiritual master taking only 1/6 of the things are like.
See, at the time of initiation, he take a bulk of this one that is there. On the time of initiation, that is there.
We'll take all the things.
No, it is Krishna's desire, what he wants to do. But bulk of the thing, that is removed, and a fresh this one is
Bulk
given.
of the thing is whatever is obstacle to this spiritual process.
So like that kind of this one is done. So, but then after that, it is natural flow of karma that is there. That will happen. That will happen.
So after that, still whatever we are committing, 1/6 we will take.
Yeah.
So we have to remaining 5. We need to take.
No, you will get 100%. In that 100%, 1/6 commission goes there. It is like 106. You get 100, he gets 6. Extra commission.
We have to struggle.
We have to struggle whatever. He is not going to take anything in that. We have to struggle what you have done. A very serious devotee, then Lord will remove the karma. Very serious devotion. That process of devotional service will burn. So spiritual masters, like contribution in our life is, he teaches us sadhana bhakti, how to engage in sadhana bhakti. And if you engage in sadhana bhakti nicely, then you will make advancement. It is not that I have taken initiation, he will lift me up and things like that. He will lift you up. For that only he has put rope. You have to catch and you have to do your effort. Then only you can go out. He'll lift me up, and the rope is there, you'll drown actually. So,
able to follow the rules and regulations, then it affects our devotional service in a certain way.
yeah. That is why training and education is very, very important at every level. Constant training is necessary.
On the go, they make so many mistakes.
Yeah. That's the thing, when you sign up for leadership means you sign up for karma only.
They also fall apart. That is, they leave the Bhakti Riksha. They don't come to the Bhakti Riksha. So it is also there, the person should accept us as leaders.
Yes.
Then we will get the
You should also accept. You should also accept, they should also accept. Then, this is my member. Means you take karma. And
Devotee can intervene.
Huh?
Karma of a person, only a devotee, even Lord doesn't intervene.
Yeah. This is all transaction goes on, common transaction goes on. So that is why we should have Bhakti Pradhana. We should be focused, we should be a community which is focused on Shravanam Kirtanam. So if everybody is focused on Shravanam Kirtanam as the core function, so now you see we have put in good amount of hours doing Shravanam Kirtanam. So like this, if we are doing Shravanam Kirtanam, book reading and things like that, if that is our core functionality, then automatically all these things will become nice. Automatically people will make advancement. And the positive side you see, if you train few people nicely in Krishna consciousness, by their practice, by their sincere practice, you are going to make so much of advancement actually. So that's why we filter, Gita course itself, we filter a lot of things. Only those who have faith in Krishna only come inside. After that, also if we give him nice samskaras, nice education and things like that, so then they'll become more and more better and better devotees. It's a nice game, If you do, you get some nice incentives, and if you do wrong, you get some. Yeah, you take in responsibility, no. You only take in responsibility, no.
So what we should do? Before anything, we should go and sit somewhere.
No, you have to preach. If you want to make tremendous advancement, you have to preach. And if you have to preach, then you have to preach rightly. If you preach rightly, they will also benefit, we will also benefit.
But 100% knowledge is not there.
So that is why we should repeat. We should not concoct and speak from our own. That's why we should repeat. Knowledge, he is knowledgeable person. No, we should repeat. Hare Krishna.